Stop explaining yourself. Right now, you are bleeding power. Every single time you feel the urge to justify your choices, your work, or your existence to people who don't deserve an explanation, you are handing them the keys to your life. Society tells you to be transparent. Fake gurus tell you to build in the open. They tell you to communicate more, to be vulnerable, to seek validation, and to explain your why, so that others might finally understand you. It is a trap. It is a slow, agonizing death of your own sovereignty. Stop doing it. You think you're being honest, but you're just being desperate. You are standing in front of a firing squad of opinionated, small-minded people, begging them to like you, begging them to agree with your trajectory, begging them to give you permission to move forward. They won't. They never will. Think about how you feel right now. You are exhausted. You are drained. You spent your entire day yesterday, and the day before that, and the last 3 years, trying to make people understand why you do what you do. You try to explain your business idea, and they roll their eyes. You try to explain your discipline, and they call you obsessive. You try to explain your silence, and they call you distant. You have read the books, you have watched the morning routines, you have listened to the podcasts about effective communication. And yet, you are still stuck in the same pit. You are still performing for an audience that doesn't care about your play. You feel like an imposter because you are letting everyone else define your reality. If you want to stop being a spectator to your own life and start being the architect of it, you need to understand that the people who get it. And the people who don't, never will. If you value the hard truth over the comfortable lie, make sure you are following this channel, because we are the only ones telling you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. This isn't about being rude. It is about being deliberate. The Stoics knew something you have forgotten: the only opinion that matters is the one you hold of yourself when the lights go out. Marcus Aurelius didn't sit on the throne of the Roman Empire asking the Senate to validate his decisions. He didn't write his meditations as a press release to appease the Roman public. He understood that he was an actor in a play where he did not choose the script, but he absolutely owned the performance. Seneca didn't write letters to the world hoping for a gold star from his critics. He wrote to himself, for himself, grounded in the unshakable reality of his own soul. These men were the most powerful humans on the planet, yet they walked in a silence that was deafening to the weak. You are chasing likes. They were chasing logos. You are chasing clout. They were chasing character. There is a massive, gaping canyon between modern weakness and the inner invincibility of a Stoic. Modern weakness is the need for an external mirror to confirm you exist. Stoic invincibility is knowing you exist whether the mirror reflects you or not. When you explain yourself, you are saying that your reality is up for negotiation. You are saying that if the other person finds a flaw in your reasoning, then your choice might be wrong. That is how you lose. That is how you surrender your autonomy to a stranger's fleeting mood or intellectual limitation. Epictetus said, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." Do you hear that? He didn't say, "Try to explain your brilliance so people think you are smart." He said, "Be content to be thought foolish." When you stop explaining, you stop negotiating with mediocrity. You shift from a mindset of convincing others to a mindset of aligning with yourself. This is an identity shift. It is not about changing your actions, it is about changing your internal environment. When you act from alignment, you don't need a publicist. Your results speak, and your silence commands respect. The most powerful person in the room is usually the one who talks the least. Think about that. Why do you think the loudest person in your circle is the one who achieves the least? Because they are wasting their internal fire trying to spark an interest in people who are already dead inside. They are fueling the fire of their own doubt by inviting criticism. If you are building something real, you do not have time to explain it. If you are working on your craft, you do not have time to defend it. If you are cultivating your character, you do not have time to advertise it. True power is quiet. True ambition is private. When you explain yourself, you are diluting your focus. You are taking energy that should be used for execution and you are wasting it on persuasion. Persuasion is for salesmen. Execution is for masters. Which one are you? Are you a salesman of your own life, trying to sell your choices to your parents, your friends, or your followers? Or are you a master of your own life, moving in the shadows until you are ready to dominate the light? Stop checking your notifications. Stop checking if they understand you. Who cares if they understand you? Do you understand you? Does your daily routine align with your vision for the next 10 years? If the answer is yes, then every second you spend explaining yourself is a second you are taking away from your potential. The Stoics treated their inner life as a fortress. A fortress doesn't open its gates to explain its architecture to the invaders. It keeps them out. It remains impenetrable. You have left your gates wide open. You have let anyone with a bad attitude or a negative opinion walk into your head and rearrange the furniture. You need to close the gate. Lock it. Throw away the key. You don't owe anyone a play-by-play of your growth. You don't owe anyone a justification for your discipline. You don't owe anyone a translation of your silence. The people who are meant to walk the path with you will see your work and they will align with you naturally. They won't need an explanation because they will see the results in your eyes, in your discipline, and in your results. The others? The others are just noise. And you are currently drowning yourself in noise. You have to get comfortable with being misunderstood. It is the price of admission for greatness. If everyone understood you, you wouldn't be doing anything different. You wouldn't be taking risks. You wouldn't be pushing boundaries. If you are understood by the masses, you are likely just one of them. You are just another drop in the ocean. But if you want to be a current, if you want to be a force, you have to be willing to be the person who makes people uncomfortable. And nothing makes a small mind more uncomfortable than a person who refuses to explain themselves. It scares them. It confuses them. It makes them think, wait, why doesn't he care what I think? Exactly. Why would you care what they think? What have they done with their lives that entitles them to critique yours? Most of the people you are explaining yourself to are living in a state of quiet desperation. They are living lives of mediocrity, following the path of least resistance, and they are terrified of anyone who dares to deviate from that path. They want you to explain yourself so that you can join them in their mediocrity. They want you to justify your choices so that they don't have to feel bad about their lack of courage. Don't give them that satisfaction. Don't let them drag you into the mud. Maintain your trajectory. Focus on your discipline. Live your principles so loudly that you never have to say a word. This is the Stoic way. It is the way of the king. It is the way of the sage. And it is the only way for you. Your life is a work of art. You are the artist. The world is just the gallery. Stop asking the visitors if they like the painting while you are still holding the brush. Just paint. Make it masterpiece. Let the work stand for itself. The silence is where your strength is born. The explanation is where your strength dies. Choose silence. Stop looking for validation and start looking for mastery. Your results are the only language that matters. Everything else is just talk. And you are done talking. Now, go to work.